Hello, I am Neil Thakur. In JavaScript, I have created this four design pattern. These are Singleton, factory method, chain of responsibility, and adapter. I am going to start with the Singleton design pattern. In this design pattern, I have created Singleton variable. In this one, it is returning this function get instance, and we are getting the value of this function in this two variables here, instance 1 and instance 2. Now what this function does internally, if the instance variable value is null, then it will create a new instance using this internal function of this variable Singleton. Here it is creating instance, and if it's already there, then it will return that particular instance. So this is the motto of the Singleton design pattern, that directly the create instance function will not be accessible outside the variable. If it's Java, then outside the class, and we are going to get instance using this particular function get instance, and we can get the value of that. So now I am going to run this program. So this is showing me the output. Both of the time it has shown the same value, instance 1 and instance 2. So this is the Singleton design pattern. Now I am going to move forward with the factory method design pattern. In this design pattern, I have created this function. In this function, the main method is this, the main function. This is build order, which is used to build an order for various type of cars. Mainly it's divided by the engine. So these three steps are common for all of the cars, and this one is also same, building order. And here order is this value with default orders, and only engine will be different as per the car type. Here I am calling build order with previous factory. If type will be of previous factory, here engine get engine function is called with the type passed as a parameter, and if the type is previous factory, then it will return a previous factory function which internally uses engine hybrid. Same way for Volvo factory and Tesla factory. Volvo factory returns this function which uses engine gas, and the Tesla factory uses electric engine. So here engine will be printed as per the car type. So this is the factory method design pattern. Yeah, this is totally covered, and now I'm going to run this. Look, this is for the first car, hybrid Prius. This is for the second, Volvo, gas engine is used. This is for the Tesla. In this one, electric engine is used. Now I'm going to move to a chain of responsibility design pattern in JavaScript. In this one, I have created a client, and I have created instances of all of the handlers. And what each handler does is internally it has the set next function, which sets the next value to the next handler, and if the request is useful, it's useful for this particular handler, then it will log the response that it's useful for this function on, so it won't further pass the handling process to the next function. So in all three functions it's written like, if request is R2, then this will handle, if not, then this will pass to the next handle request. What here I have done is c1 dot set next. Means what set next does is, here c1 is this function's object, and this set next, it sets the next function value to the concrete handler is the next one. So whenever the function calls this one function, handle request for the first concrete handler, and if request is not equal to R2, and this dot next is not null, then it will pass that particular request to the next handler, which is concrete 2 and concrete 3, so on. So this one does this. When c1.handle request is getting called with a request of this particular parameter, in our case we are passing r2 in the first case. So client.handle request r2, that will call this c1, means concrete handler 1, with a request c2, the parameter c2, sorry r2, parameter is value is r2. So here request is not equal to r1, so it will, and this next is also not equal to null, so this will call this handler request of next function, because this next is set initially. So if in this one it will get r2, so it will get printed. For all the cases it will be done like this. For r3 this last one will be printed, for r1 the first one, and for rx nothing will get printed. Let me show you the chain of responsibility. Yeah, sending r2, concrete handler 2, r3, concrete handler 3, r1, concrete handler 1, r1, and sending rx, no responses recorded. So this is chain of responsibility model in design pattern in JavaScript. And now this is the adapter design pattern in JavaScript I implemented. Is here what I have done is I am just calling this method, and this is a target function. I have created that object and I am calling that its function. This function's internal return function is say hello. Internally it calls adaptee. It creates an object of the function and calling its own method print message, which is unknown to this particular function. So this layer works as an adapter and calls this print message function, because object is created over here. So it will print, it will console, it will log the message hello, whatever we pass over here. So let me run this. This is the adapter design pattern in JavaScript. Yeah, so hello is get printed. This way I have implemented all the 4 design patterns in JavaScript. Thank you.